Hey there everyone, thank you for joining me as we take a look at AstroWare Bridge Management's latest release, version 6.5. This release sees an overhaul of lifecycle cost analysis in BrM with LCCA plans. LCCA plans allow you to optimize the strategy for your signature bridges and any other bridges for which you'd like to do a detailed plan. All the LCCA plan activity occurs on the Analysis LCCA page. The page name stays the same, but it's completely redesigned, so let me walk you through it. When you select your bridge and arrive on the Analysis LCCA page, you start by seeing a list of existing plans for the bridge. To create a new plan, select Create New Plan. Note that you can also create a new plan from a scenario if you've got an existing program scenario with projects you want to use as a starting point. On the Create Edit Plan page, complete the required information fields. I won't go into detail on each field here, but you can find information and explanations in the BrM user manual. One field that's not required, but that will be important to establish eventually, is the Set as Current Plan checkbox. Once you're confident in your plan, you'll want to ensure this box is checked so you remember which plan is your current plan, and also so you can set up the network optimizer to respect your LCCA plan. After you complete the details, you can go straight down to the optimizer, or you can manually add actions first. Maybe you already have future work planned for this bridge, so you could add that work in now and then let the optimizer figure out the rest. You've got the option to do a quick add action or a detailed add action. A quick add action is intended to let you quickly select an action based on criteria previously established in BrM, including actions, current projects, network policies, and work candidates. A detailed add action provides a complete, detailed list of all actions in the system. For this example, let's add a quick add action. Just click Quick Add Action, choose where you want to add it from, and make your selection. Once your action is added, notice the lock on the action in the Actions table. If the lock is in the yellow Locked status, the LCCA Plan Optimizer must respect and work with the locked action. If the action is unlocked, the optimizer can choose not to use the action and go with a different combination of actions to get the best lifecycle cost. Once you've got any actions you want added and locked, it's time to set up and run the optimizer. Start by selecting a start year. If earlier you selected a 50-year analysis length, the plan will run for 50 years from your selected start year. Minimum deferment tells the optimizer how many years of inactivity it must put between recommended actions. So, if it selects an action in 2022 and you've got a 5-year deferment, it cannot recommend another action until 2027. This has a significant effect on the types of combinations the optimizer can recommend. If you've assigned user costs in BrM, such as a user cost for a specific action, you can choose to include those costs in the optimization. Again, depending on your user costs, this could have a significant effect on how the optimizer chooses work because it's trying to find the absolute lowest lifecycle cost. If you've got network policies or LCCA policies you want to put into play, you can do so here. Note that for LCCA plans, the LCCA policies act as boundary conditions. If you select any LCCA policies, the optimizer will always perform the required action if a policy is met. If you intend to use LCCA policies, it's recommended that you make one specifically for the LCCA plan optimizer, such as replace when NBI equals 2. This helps set the boundaries for the optimizer. With your selections made, click Add to Queue. This new feature allows you to queue up several optimizations for various plans without having to monitor the individual start and end times. The optimizer will run through its list of queued items until it completes them all or you abort them. This feature also now exists for the network optimizer. Okay, we'll let the optimizer run and return in a moment when it's finished. Alright, so when your optimization is done, review the actions table to see its recommendations and how it came up with the lowest possible lifecycle cost. Remember, you can always change the suggestions and lock or unlock actions as needed. For a visual representation of how the plan shakes out, expand the results section and view the available lifecycle, performance, and element graphs. You can continue to adjust the various settings and rerun the optimizer to see how it changes the results. Don't forget, if you're satisfied with the plan, ensure you've set it as your current plan. Then when you're ready, click Save and Close to return to the main LCCA page. Back on the main page, you'll see your plan in the list with a star next to it. This indicates that it's the current plan. And with a newfound confidence in your current plan, you may be ready to pull that information into the network optimizer. To do so, you can use the Freeze to Program Scenarios feature. Here you can freeze your current plan for the bridge to all or select program scenarios. This way, when the network optimizer runs, it will know and respect the plan you've put in place and will work around it. The last feature I'd like to mention is the ability to compare plans. If you've got a plan you feel pretty confident about, but maybe you want to make a few tweaks to see the differences, it may be best to keep the existing plan as is and make a copy of it from which to do your tweaks. You can then select those two plans and compare them across the performance, timing, and lifecycle cost graphs. And that wraps up the overview of LCCA plans in BrM 6.5. It's a major change to how you're able to plan out the life cycles of some of your most important bridges, and its tie-in to the network optimizer allows you to trust your programs are setting you up for success. There are plenty of other enhancements, updates, and bug fixes included in this release. Please refer to the BrM 6.5 release notes for more information. As always, if you have any questions, please visit ashtawarebridge.com for up-to-date contact information or email brm@mayview.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more BrM release videos in the future.